Have you heard of the term first love, true love? In today's world, this is a fancy idea which backs up so many movies and dramas. But this is a myth, and in today's episode, we are going to debunk it. When it comes to finding the right life partner, there are a lot of myths with which we can be deceived by. And starting from today, we are going to be debunking a few myths along this line. And the very first one we want to debunk is this myth called first love, true love. Now, chances are that we may all know someone who claims to have gotten married to the very first person they fell in love with. See, if that is true, like they claim to be, then good for them. But this is only a unique case and it does not apply generally to everyone. See, personally, I believe that this first love, true love thing is a statement said by people who are not enjoying their marriage, but instead of taking responsibility and learning principles from the word and putting them into practice, they start blaming their spouse, saying, I married the wrong person. My first love was my true love. But friend, this statement or this belief, this philosophy will cause damage to your marriage. It will cause damage to your relationship, to your legally married spouse. And that's why we want to talk about this in our podcast. Danger number one is this. The term first love, true love is very obscure. It's not clear. It's blurry. Because what do you mean when you say first love? See now, talking about first love, there's no reference to it when it comes to relationship between two human beings in the Bible. So this is not a biblical principle. But then, what do people mean when they say first love? She was my first love or he was my first love. What do they really mean by that? Is it referring to the first person that they were attracted to? Is it referring to the first person they proposed to or they received a proposal from? Or this first love thing, are they referring to the first relationship they had mutually agreed upon? If this first love that they're talking about is referring to the first person they got attracted to or they had some sort of a feeling towards, then they've got to go all the way back to their primary school where that pretty girl in class, that pretty boy in class, where they felt attracted to, and maybe call them the first love. When you're in your primary school, you didn't even know what love was. Come on. You didn't even know the true essence of love, so you cannot call that first love. And then there are people who say, in my high school, she was my high school sweetheart, all those sort of terms. But high school, you were in your high school and you knew what love was? Because love is more than feelings. Love is a choice. Love is based upon wisdom. And when you look at movies and all the dramas that we get to watch these days, and that our children are exposed to and that we were exposed to as students in high school, we had this idea that it was all about feelings, and if you're attracted to someone, that's what love is all about. But no, love is not that, and we know that from the Bible. So if you call that high school attraction that you were attracted to, that smart guy, that guy, who was the lead in sports, or that beautiful girl, the most beautiful girl in your class who you felt attracted to. And if you call that to be your first love, that is foolishness, my friend, because you didn't know what love was. But you see, there are a lot of ideas surrounding this concept and nobody's clear about it. So when people say first love is the true love, my first question to them is this. What is first love? Who would you call as your first love? There are some people who would say, it's my first mature relationship after my 20s and all that stuff. And I'm about to show you who your true love is. But here's the first danger of believing in this myth called first love, true love. Because it is very obscure. This idea, this philosophy is very obscure. It's not very clear. So you might as well build your life upon a lie, and which we don't want you to do. So first love, true love is very obscure. The idea is obscure. Danger number 2 is this. When you embrace this idea that first love was your true love, then this serves as an excuse to devalue and undermine your legal life partner, the one you're going to get married to or you're already married to. See, if you're already married, then your husband or your wife is your legal life partner, your spouse. And if you're single, not in any relationship, but then in the next few months you're going to get married, that person you get married to, you see, they are your legal spouse. What happens when you embrace this idea saying, my first love was my true love? That high school sweetheart, that college days, that beautiful girl, that handsome guy, when you say that your first love was your true love, you know what you're doing? You are undermining and you are undervaluing the spouse you are living with or the one you're going to get married to. Friend, let me just hold the phone at this moment and ask you this question. When you say that another person in your past was your true love, when you are married to this life partner, this girl or this amazing person that you call your husband, here is what you're doing. Here is something to think about. So, if you say first love was your true love, then you are saying the person who made their choice to dedicate their whole life to love you and cherish you and married you in front of the world is not your true love, but the one who said that they loved you, but they left you, they didn't want to get married to you for some reason, they didn't stick with you in the ups and downs of life, you say they are your true love? Well, how would you feel if the person you're married to says that to you? How come the person that left you is your true love? How come the person that married you, that got married to you in front of the whole world is not your true love? Here is the bomb, my friend. The person who got married to you, they are your true love. You don't have to be worried about the college relationship that you had, or that high school attraction that you had feelings for, that girl or that guy you were seeing when you were in your 7th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade. The one you got married to, they are your true love. You know why? Because they chose to love you. They chose to get married to you. They chose to declare their love for you in front of the whole world when they walked down the aisle or when they waited at the altar in order to say, I do, I do, I do. And then they got married to you in front of your family, in front of the society, in the presence of God and the church. Friend, the one who you got married to, the one who is married to you, they are your true love. Not the one who left you, not the one who you ditched or they ditched you, not from somebody from your school or your high school. Friend, let's get out of that world, my friend. The one true love is your life partner. So this first love, true love concept will give you an excuse to undervalue your life partner. And you will look at them and say, that was my true love. What about this girl? What about this person who left everything to love you, to cherish you? They're working hard for you. They want to serve you. They want to honor you. They want to respect you. And at that moment, when you say things like, my college days, that was my first love. And that was my true love. You're putting down your life partner who dedicated their life to love you. And by the way, the person in your past who you are fantasizing about, perhaps, when you say, first love, true love, you have no idea what they are up to now. Perhaps one day, maybe you will get a chance to see them and you feel like they aren't as attractive as you have imagined them to be or remember them to be. Maybe they got off track and they got into wrong lifestyle, immoral lives. Maybe they're living as a failure. Or maybe you will see them on the road someday and you will thank God and say, thank you, Jesus, that you did not bring back that person in my life, even though I cried and I prayed with tears and I fasted for 15 days or 25 days. Thank you for not bringing that person who said no to me back into my life, because you'll be happy that you got married to this person that you are living with today in a marriage covenant. So, danger number 1, this philosophy does not have clear grounds. It's blurry, it's very unclear, it is obscure. Second danger is this. If you accept this philosophy called first love is true love, then you are giving an excuse to not enjoy a marriage. You're putting down your life partner because you're referring to another person in the past and telling them they are your true love, but the one who committed to be with you, they are not your true love. You've got to think twice, my friend. Here is danger number 3, and this, I believe, one of the most important things to talk about when it comes to believing this philosophy called first love, true love. When you believe this, you know what happens? This idea will open up door to infidelity in marriage. What happens when a person who believes this faulty, obscure idea gets to meet the one they were attracted to during their college or during their school days? What happens when this person, who's already married, gets to meet the one they are often referring to as first love, true love? What happens? You know what happens then? Because they're already having feelings for them, they will strike up a conversation and try to build a friendship, which might seem very innocent, which might seem very pure, but it's leading down to danger. You know why? Because they will start confiding in each other's personal secrets. And out comes the information on their sexual life. And before you know it, one of those people are going to ask the other one, can you satisfy me? The reason is this: because emotional affairs happen before physical affairs. Before there is sexual immorality, there is emotional immorality. They start fantasizing and imagining things with the person that they're not supposed to, because they thought they were their first love, and now they are friends with them. Now they're working together perhaps, and now they have this chat opportunity when it comes to social media. What's happening here? All of a sudden they're building up emotions for this person who are not part of their life. And what's happening here? Emotional affair starts to build, and they start confiding in each other with personal secrets, and they start saying things like, what if we had gotten married? What if you had married me? What if I had gotten married to you? And all of a sudden this is going to lead to a very dirty link of events which will lead to ultimate sexual immorality and adultery. So when you accept this idea, first love is true love, you are opening up door to immorality in marriage, to infidelity in marriage. So I want to tell you, my friend, wake up, wake up. The one you are married to, they are your true love. They had the guts to marry you, and even after so many things that they have seen in your life, even after all the ups and downs that you both had to go through, even after all the mistakes that you do and all the errors that are on your part, your life partner chose to stick with you. Your wife chose to forgive you. Your husband chose to love you all the more. And they are your true love. So this idea that first love is true love will threaten any good marriage. It will suck the joy out of your relationship, and it will destroy the trust that each other have on yourselves in the relationship. So let's throw this idea off of our lives and off of our mindset, and realize that the one who got married to us, the one who we are with in this covenant called marriage, they are the true love, and they are the only love. You don't have first love, second love, third love, and wife, you are my fourth love. No! There's only one true love when it comes to your marriage. It's going to be your wife, or it's going to be your husband. Husbands, never say, my car is my first love, my bike is my first love. Don't be as stupid as that, Nothing can come as close to the joy you have from the love that your wife gives you. So as a guy, you can fall in love with gadgets. My mobile is my first love. I've seen people posting a status like, bike, my first wife. Don't be as stupid as that. The wife, that person you got married to, they are your only love. Women don't like second place, third place. Well, if you're married, you will say amen. Women don't like first place, second place. You are third in my life. You are fifth in my life. No, they want to be the only person in your life. And if you're a husband, what's the best secret for a great marriage life? Exclusivity. You give your wife the best place in your life, and you tell her, you are the only one I have eyes for. You are the only one I'm always thinking about. You're the only woman in my life. You're the only person who stuck with me, and I love you very much. And if you want to have a blessed marriage, then throw this myth out of your life, because the one you got married to, they are your true love.